Hello everyone, welcome to an episode of Theories and Thoughts with me, Nas. I'm the owner of the channel, but anyway, let's skip to the important part. As the title implies, today we are going to discuss a rumored game console. A rumored upcoming game console which is called, for now it is called, the Sony PSP 5G. Now, I have heard plenty of rumors about Sony's future plans. Sony recently released the PS5, the PlayStation 5, to the worldwide market. However, in the past few weeks, there are sources online that tell about Sony releasing a handheld game console. For now, it is known as the PSP 5G. We don't really know the exact name of the handheld console. However, it is said that this console is to be utilized as a streaming platform for PS5 games. So technically what it does is stream games that are installed on the PS5 so that you can play it anywhere you go. So technically it works a little bit like other game streaming services like Nvidia GeForce Now, Project X Cloud, and etc. Personally, I have very little experience with game streaming or cloud gaming or something like that. However, I believe that what Sony is trying to do with the PSP 5G is a good idea. However, for this 5G handheld machine to work and for it to work well, Sony really has to bide their time, and they have to be very committed to bringing life to this handheld gaming console. Now, Sony is no slouch in the handheld gaming market. We all know, well, most of us know of what happened with the PSP and the PS Vita. Those two are really incredible handheld gaming consoles. They kind of set the bar for gaming consoles, handheld gaming consoles back then in the past decade. However, just now I said that Sony needs to bide their time. The reason for it is that success in the handheld gaming market is something that needs time to develop, especially now because their direct competitor in the handheld gaming market is Nintendo, and Nintendo has a lot of experience with handhelds. I mean a lot. They have been doing handheld consoles since 1989. And today they have the Nintendo Switch, which is a hybrid game console which can act as a home console or a portable game console. So it is like the best of both worlds, and the Switch has a very huge following in some parts of the world, and it is clear that Nintendo Switch is a major improvement after the failure of the Wii U. The Switch is a major step forward for Nintendo, and it kind of sets a niche market for Nintendo gamers and Nintendo fans. And not just those fans, new fans come in too, because they are impressed by the idea of a hybrid game console which they can play at home or outside and to play anywhere they want. So it is very appealing, and the PSP 5G, well, if they are to match or be better than that, they really need time. They really need to put in the right amount of time to develop the PSP 5G so that it can at least be a match or marginally better than the Nintendo Switch. Granted, that is very possible because we know that Sony makes quality game consoles. We have known that since the Sony PS1 days and even the PSP and the PS Vita, so they know how to win. I mean, they know how to do things in the handheld gaming market. However, their success rate is something out of the question right now. Actually, it is still a question mark, pardon me. It is still a question mark because Sony has kind of abandoned the handheld gaming market for at least 5 years. Last time, it did not work out very well with the PS Vita, and I'm afraid this is going to have a little bit of a negative effect on Sony's reputation in the handheld gaming market. Regardless, I still hope for the best for Sony in their journey to, reclaim their top spot in the handheld gaming market. Well, they used to be on top for a while, but then Nintendo's Switch console is really something else, and is kind of the dominant force in the handheld gaming market and the hybrid gaming market as a whole. Regardless, let's hope that these two, Nintendo and Sony especially, have a healthy competition in that particular market. So, will the PSP 5G live up to its potential? Will it live up to the hype? All I can say is only time will tell. What do I think of the PSP 5G? Well, I can think of many things, but personally speaking, I hope that it becomes more than just a streaming platform for PS5 games. My hope is that the PSP 5G will fully utilize the capability of 5G network technology, meaning that it makes full use of the internet. You can browse through the internet with no problems, go to YouTube and play online games, and maybe play Android games. Who knows, maybe that is possible, but that is a bit of a long shot. But technically, it's like, my hope is that the PSP 5G can act just like a smartphone, and possibly you can even use it to call your friends and family members and do stuff that you usually do on the smartphones. Then again, I hope that the PSP 5G is more of a gaming dedicated machine than just a smartphone clone. I mean, many people already own a smartphone nowadays, and come to think of it, my previous theory might not be very feasible. Maybe it will not really make a big impression in the sales market if the PSP 5G is just a smartphone clone or a smartphone competitor or something like that. Maybe that doesn't make any sense. So let's move on then to our second theory. The PSP 5G will benefit from some decent hardware inside. Granted, they are not as beefy as the PS5 console. Nevertheless, it is capable to do a lot of things. If the PSP 5G really happens, I am really looking forward to see the potential of emulating computer or video games on the PSP 5G. For example, how will classic games from the PS1 or even the PS2 and the PSP and PS Vita games, will these games be able to run at very good frame rates? Will they be playable on the PSP 5G? That is quite interesting to see. It is something that I am really looking forward to. And not to mention emulation of other games too. For example, how does it play Nintendo games, Nintendo 64 or GameCube or even Nintendo Wii games? Because right now with the current technology, it could be possible. And then again, it also depends on development for the emulation, which is done by the homebrew community, and hats off to them because they continuously deliver. They always do a good job, and we can see that even today with the Xbox Series S and Series X emulation, where they managed to port a PS2 emulator into the Xbox Series S and X, and so technically you can play PS2 games in a very good frame rate on the Xbox Series X. So that is really something really that I really look forward to. I find it very impressive. In the technological aspect, that is very impressive. Then again, the PSP 5G is not an Xbox Series S, nor is it a PS5. So we really do not have any details, especially because there is no true evidence of the hardware of the PSP 5G and the capability of said hardware. So everything is still up in the air as we speak. Then again, it will not do any harm for us to imagine, for that's all that I have to express for this episode. Most of them are my opinions and my theories regarding the PSP 5G, and I would really love to hear your opinions about the PSP 5G and anything related to video game hardware or software or anything. Please send them in the comment section below. Please tell me what you think about things regarding PSP 5G and other gaming related things in the comment section below. So I will see you next time, and yeah, stay safe and happy new year everybody.